Welcome to part 1 of 2, where we take a deep dive into Onshape's PDM functionality and how this cloud-based designing software can improve your business processes. I am Marcel and I am a qualified mechanical engineer. I have design experience in industries such as defense and automation, to name a few, and I also have over 5 years of experience designing in SolidWorks alone. Throughout the years, the industry has managed to digitize the drawing process with the help of CAD systems, increasing productivity and revenue. Yet, the file-based management system for variations or revisions in designs have merely copied the pen and paper organizing system and just stores them as soft copies. As an organization, you will likely face several challenges during the implementation or day-to-day use of a file-based management system. One of the challenges are that your employees are required to manage their files manually, copying files from their workstations to a centralized server. Or worse, just sending another email filled with files that have just been renamed to contain Rev1 or A1 at the end. This process makes it a nightmare for revision control when dealing with suppliers, clients, and can even create bottlenecks within sub-departments. But even a PDM system has its own set of challenges. Before even reaping the benefits of the system, you require expensive hardware and security upgrades, complex and time-consuming implementation, and even investment in new software and training for your employees. And once it has been set up, employees need to get accustomed to the check-in and check-out vault system, which limits the amount of personnel who can work on a project simultaneously. And thorough planning is thus required with regards to who will be focusing on which project and at what time. Remote work has also become a big factor for employees globally, which means that you will need dedicated IT personnel to effectively maintain the system. All of this adds up to quite a severe economic impact, but the challenges don't stop there. Many organizations are dealing with processes that are rigid and time-intensive. Users must spend all their time working on addressing system challenges rather than spending their time on designing and innovating. With the cloud-based system, though, there are no installations or updates required, reducing the wasted time for designing and increasing the time they can spend on their actual work. Navigating files for the latest versions is a tedious process, and sometimes the latest version is stored on an entirely different device, like a coworker's laptop or their external hard drive. The centralized database hosted from the cloud ensures that the latest updates is stored and always accessible from the same location. We've all experienced data crashes. The timing of these crashes are usually when you least expect them or when we can't afford to waste any time. It's even worse when you forgot to save the progress which you made. Onshape synchronizes continuously, meaning that your data is automatically saved while you work, avoiding the human error of missing or forgetting to hit the save button. And we at Onshape pride ourselves in the fact that Onshape never crashes. Design rework is also common with a file-based CAD. The poor communication and slow feedback processes means that it is very difficult to incorporate user feedback in a timely manner. Onshape provides the ability to comment directly within the file, tag entities such as features, edges, or even faces, and screenshots all within one place. The check-in and check-out system means that designers lose valuable time waiting for others to complete their changes before they can use the design or even incorporate changes of their own. Because this system is controlled via the cloud, there is no check-in or check-out required. Designs are continuously saved to the cloud and is available to all allocated personnel at the same time, allowing all allocated team members to have access to the full history whenever they need it. Workstations are at the core of being able to design. Outdated or cheap hardware simply cannot perform effectively, or sometimes not at all. Once you have acquired your workstation, the initial software cost just to start designing is immense, and sometimes even unreachable. The total cost to company just to start is already so high, and the money draining pit doesn't stop there, as you'll eventually need to do upgrades. Anything from just a simple storage upgrade like an additional hard drive to a full-on new workstation upgrade. Because Onshape is hosted in the cloud, the devices being used require minimal performance and can run on anything from your mobile to even a Chromebook, eliminating the need to spend thousands upon thousands on workstations, future upgrades, and servers to run your PDM system on. Serial edits and email design attachments mean that it is difficult for users of file-based CAD to incorporate manager, quality, or even client requested changes in a timely manner. This can also lead to delays, to misunderstandings and mistakes. Onshape, however, includes access to activity feeds and comments, all contained within the document, accessible throughout the entire enterprise, which allows anyone to have all the information they need whenever necessary. Setting up specific roles become difficult and tedious, as permissions need to be set up on an IT level, and file-based systems' biggest drawback is only allowing a single user access at a time. But Onshape's most sought-after feature does exactly that. Easy to assign roles and permissions, even with the ability to just view documents, but also edit and collaborate on a whole new level. The old mentality of hiding money under a pillow doesn't work with the digital trends of today. On-premise servers might seem safe, but without additional upgrades like firewalls and antiviruses, can leave your valuable information exposed. Whereas Onshape is built upon the Amazon Web Services, or AWS, Elastic Compute Cloud, or EC2. This means that your files are encrypted and only accessible to those who you choose to give access permission, and even then, the users are tracked and relayed to your enterprise, keeping you in the loop of who accessed what, where, and when. Be sure to be on the lookout for part 2 of the Onshape PDM video, where I will be demonstrating how Onshape tackles these challenges. Stay tuned and take care.